to today's video, and in today's video, I will be giving my first look, I guess, at the 2022 House midterms maps. Now, wait, hold up, what's that? Okay, I wasn't quite certain what to do today with this, so with my video today, so I decided to make this instead. I say instead. I decided to make this because I wasn't really, like I said, certain what to do, and this is what I decided on. Now I do realize just now that there are a few states, a few districts that are likely red instead of, I think there might be some districts in tech. There's some districts, some places that are likely red instead of competitive R. So I essentially have oh, hold up. I might have just messed all this up. No, okay. I was trying to do the math and it was kind of confusing because there are so many districts. So what I essentially did is I went over to the New York Times map and I looked at the toss-up districts, Democrats expected to win narrowly and Republicans expected to win narrowly, and highlighted them in essentially whatever color the it is currently at. Excuse me, my computer's about to die. I'll pause this and go get a charger. Just got a charger. Sorry about that. Also, by the way, sorry about this if this video's up later than usual. It took me a very long time to prepare this map. So I am sorry about that. But I'm actually gonna save this map. Hold up. I haven't signed in, so I can't say it, which kind of sucks. I'll try to make it again at one point or another. Anyways, so I have all those districts highlighted. And I'll essentially be giving, I guess, my first look at this, and I guess taking a look at if Republicans are able to win, because there's been a lot of talk about Republicans taking the House, and I just want to, first off, my initial thought against the argument that they will take the House is, looking at this, I mean, like, they're not in the majority. They're still losing the House, while they won every single congressional district that they were expected to win narrowly. They won every single toss-up district. And then they also won districts that Democrats were expected to win narrowly. They won districts down here. They won the 26th district. They won the 27th district. They won these in Florida's. They won in Oklahoma's 5th. They won Utah's 4th. They won in, what is that, the second district of New Mexico, which was I think, was that a toss-up or a... Yeah, okay, that was a toss-up. But they won in districts that they honestly should not have won. And now the Democrats did win in the 2nd and 6th congressional districts in North Carolina, but that was because they had to redistrict and they were essentially certain to win there. So that's, like, Republicans have far exceeded what they should have been doing, and they're still not in the majority. But I guess this is, a look at their path to a majority. So I'm going to go start off with looking at these states and looking at some of the narrowest margins of victories and how they could win. So they are, 5 seats away? If they were to flip 5 seats, they would, they would be in the majority. So let's go look at these seats, and let's go look at the closest of these seats. The first one that sent out to me is Illinois' 14th congressional district. Nope, not Iowa, 2nd. Illinois' 14th, excuse me, I got the 17th and 14th mixed up. This district over here, as we can see, Lauren Underwood narrowly won by 1.4%. It was a very narrow margin of victory. Let's go say that the GOP managed to win there. Now they're at, 114 seats. So the GOP wins in that district. Now let's also go give them Iowa's 3rd. This was, a district that, quite honestly, the Democrats should have probably done better than. I mean, like, Cindy Axne managed to hang on to her seat there, but in the second and first districts they lost. Let's say that the GOP manages to carry every single district in Iowa. Now they are at 215. Now they're at 215, which is 3 away from a majority. So let's go continue to look at these. Another really close race. I'm just going to scroll down. Okay. Another really close race. New Jersey's 7th congressional district. A lot of these districts should not have been this close. I mean, like, these were districts that they were expected to win narrowly, but not that nearly. Like I've seen, I think it was like 2012 we saw, or 2012 or 2008. I was looking at this. Like a lot of these are essentially just like districts, areas that'll be likely. Like we would see Missouri probably in that be in that for the Republicans on the presidential level. They should not have been winning this district by 1.2%. It was narrow. So we're gonna assume that the GOP managed to do better. Now they are at 116. They're only 2 seats away. Let's go look at this. One seat I was looking at, Virginia's 7th. If it'll let me come out, Virginia's 7th over here. Abigail Spanberger, I don't think she's gonna lose. It would shock me if she did. I mean, like she was able to win. There's a good chance that she does lose. I think, but I think that even in a red wave year, she probably manages to hang on to her seat. But hold up, was that a red district or a blue district that I accidentally just highlighted? I'm gonna go see. That district is what I believe it was. Yeah, because that was a red district. So let's just assume that she somehow loses. They're still not in the majority, even though they won. What is it? They won every toss-up, every district that they were expected to win narrowly. They managed to hang on to districts that Democrats were expected to win narrowly. Managed to carry Illinois 14th. Iowa's third, or flipped, I guess. Illinois 14th. Iowa's third. Where is it? Virginia's 7th, and there was another district. New Jersey's 7th. They're still not in the majority. Now let's go look at some of these other districts. There are quite a few other districts. First off, I'm just gonna go try to find some random district. Minnesota's 2nd. Why not? Let's go take a look at Minnesota's 2nd. Minnesota's 2nd congressional district. 2.2% margin of victory for Angie Craig. Let's assume, or I guess let's just give it to the GOP. Now they're in the majority. That's what it would take. This is less of a prediction, more of how they could get into the majority, and that's essentially how they would need to do very, very well. And that's why I'm still skeptical about this. And I mean, like, we go look at this. I'm actually gonna go do a little bit of quick math, more like math on a calculator. So I was looking at this, and I decided to go look at this. Like, we go look at the popular vote. Democrats won about 50.8% of the popular vote. They won about 51% of the district. So we also go look at the Republicans. They won 48.9, so about 48.9% of the districts, and they got 47.7%. So both parties did slightly better, which is odd that they would do slightly better. Actually, no, because I was thinking in terms that there were no independents or candidates from other parties in the Senate, but then I was like, okay, yeah, they voted for them on state other levels. Anyways, so the Republicans would not necessarily have to win the popular vote, but come very, very close to doing so, which is very difficult. Even in what I would honestly say is a mini red wave. I guess a red ripple. In the Senate, I guess, or the House, excuse me. I've heard weird. Like I was like a few weeks ago. I was rewatching MSNBC coverage of the 2018 midterms, and they were talking about a blue ripple, and like they were talking about how they were using ocean terms, which I don't know, it was weird. But let's just assume that like this year was essentially, I guess, a mini red wave. So I would say that, or even not necessarily a mini red wave. I mean, like they did very, very well on the statewide level. The Republicans did phenomenally. They're very, very close to majority. However, even with such a strong year, even with overperforming drastically what they should have done, they still don't have the Senate or the House, excuse me, and that's why I'm remaining skeptical, because I mean, like they did so well, and they'd have to win districts that they lost in a year that I would say is essentially a red wave year, and they lost them, I believe, all by over 1%, which obviously is not a lot, especially in House races. I mean, it actually depends on the House race. Like, I'm sure New York's, sure, let's go look at their 13th congressional district had over 5th, congressional district over 230,000 votes. Wow. Iowa's first had like 400,000, and it's that large, so actually, well, that's more representative, I guess. But there are a lot of these districts, and we go look at like Wyoming had like 240. Anyways, a lot of these districts, not a lot of these margins aren't very big. Like, we go look at what was one district? Illinois 14th. Let's go take a look at Illinois 14th. There were like 400,000 votes cast. Lauren Underwood won by like 6,000, which is obviously very narrow. It's smaller than Joe Biden's margin of victory in Georgia. However, there were a lot less votes cast, and she won by a larger margin. So, even with that, even with these obviously narrow vote totals but larger margins, even in this strong year when they were able to win loads and loads of districts, they still lost the districts that they have to win by over 1%, multiple districts, some by over 2%, in a year that was a very strong year for them. That's the only reason I remain skeptical. But it really is all debatable. I'm not gonna pretend like I know everything about the House. I'm not great when it comes to the House. My strong suit is the Senate. I haven't memorized every congressional district or anything like that. So I'm gonna dabble here, but it's also a lot because there are 435 districts, and there are loads of races every year, and so many. I would have to like an individual like state or an individual state's like house races, which I could do, but it would take quite a while, and I don't necessarily know that I want to be uploading a video discussing house races for over a month. I don't know if you guys want that though. I could do it. It's really up to you guys. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for my next video, and I will see you all there. Bye.